Welcome everyone to another video from Limitless Polish Tanki Tutorials. Today, in collaboration with Akademią Parkoura, we're here to show you another new video guide on the map Highways. Let's get started. The first spot will be this red house next to the edge. To land on this house, we need to set 3 smokies on each floor, standing towards the ground, and the wasp hammer who is flipped sideways. The wasp hammer shoots the ground, and with the impact of the smokies, he lands on this red house. Simple. Moving on. Our next destination is the neighboring house. As you can see, the dictator makes the ramp on the wall, and behind the wall there are 2 magnums standing who must shoot at the right time. These magnums who are staying around the ramp assume the role of impact for the jumper. The wasp hammer, with the help of magnum splash, lands on the dictator, jumps down vertically between the titans, and with the help of 2 hammer shots he shoots himself to throw his tank into the air. The splash from arriving magnums rounds bring the realization of a successful flight. Watch it. Next up, we have this red house near the edge. We will conquer it with the help of 3 railguns, a shaft, and a hammer with duplet. The railguns produce a volley, and that's how they will make sure that the jumper will go as high as needed, and the shaft's shot scopes in to direct the tank to the destination. We can split this next trick into 2 parts. The first part is about creating a springboard. The Hornet Magnum turns over and slips on the standing mammoth upside down. The fencing hammer shoots in the back part of the flyer and proceeds to raise the tank of the flyer, and 2 splashes from magnums with 90 degrees as well as shots from railguns provide spectacular flight to the given point. Our next point is the green house. To get on the house, we may use any light hull with thunder. When the light tank goes on the Viking, as fast as possible he jumps on set mines and shoots towards the flyer. Thunders with the help of splash will give the needed elevation. We can move from this house very easily to the neighboring red house. To do this, we must have very good precision and timing with the thunder shot. Let's see. Moving on to the red house on the next side of the map, we can land there in a beautiful way. The jumper, which is on the hunter, is pushing 2 laying wasp magnums on the ramp, giving them a chance to make a shot at 90 degrees, and on the opposite, a standing hammer shoots to the jumper from the ground, thereby raising the tank towards the needed height to land onto the house. Almost the same house submits in a simple and spectacular way. The jumper with magnum does a shot with 68 degrees before the ramp, flies over the dictator, and the splashes of magnum sends the flying tank towards the set height. The greenhouse on the next side of the map can be conquered with a nice method. The flyer is on the Viking hammer, which is standing on a dictator who is doing a handstand. To move, we will use these shots of the smoky. Who is structured in a way that leads him to the direction of the flight. The Viking makes a swing, and with the help of the blaster drone, a colorful explosion is done, which helps like a push towards the flying tank. In that time, the wasp is thrown into the air, and an accurate shot of the railgun from the back sends the flying tank to the spinning flight. The red house near the edge of the map can be conquered with the help of ricochets, shots, aiming under the tank of the flying player, and the splash of the magnum in himself. Accurate firing from serving rockets of the striker's aider jumper towards the destination. Moving on to this red house near the edge of the map. This one can be conquered in a simple way with the help of the cyclone alteration on striker. The jumper, timing his routine with the flight of the rockets, gracefully flies up to the necessary heights, and the impact from these rockets give a certain push towards the house.
Can't just act like nothing's wrong. It's your
The greenhouse under the bridge can be conquered in a hard but effective way. Two dictator railguns move along the way as handstands and are giving the flyer a chance to hook up. And in the moment of the driveway, railguns shoot in the same time and send the tank on the building.
Did it have to end so soon?
Two greenhouses in the middle of the map can be submitted synchronously, with the help of Wasp Thunders and two launching tanks with the alteration, duplet, on hammer. The challenge for the flyer is to jump off a bridge in a vertical way and shoot himself. An effective picture of flight will make 2 shots of hammers in the accurate time.
I miss you. I miss you.
Moving on to the red house in the middle of the map. To conquer it in a beautiful way, we will use 2 elements. The flipping of a flying tank to the ground from the top of the bridge, and the recoil of 2 hammers from the ground. The jumper in his flights to the ground makes a flip, lands vertical to the house, and thereby he shoots himself with the help of 2 accurate shots of hammer, and of course with ricochet shots from the ground, which will make an effective picture of conquering the height. Let's move on to the last one. To conquer this one, we will need some skills from the flying tank about the ledge climb. Harmonious work between the flyer and the launching tank will serve to get the height, and the striker will push the tank mid-air towards the destination. Thanks for watching this video. We hope to see you in the next one. Let us know what you thought about the video in the comments below.